Hi, everybody. I'm Lana Jean Tejas, past president of CARS Plus, which is a nonprofit. They're the California Association of Resource and Special Educators. I'm also a special educator, an advocate, and someone who has spent nearly 2 decades fighting for students with exceptional needs. And today I want to talk to you about something urgent, something deeply personal, something that affects every school, every child, and every educator in this country. I'm talking about a historic moment for IDEA. On November 29th, 2025, we reached the 50th anniversary of IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. And on December 2nd, we honor National Special Education Day, commemorating the signing of Public Law 94-142, the law that became IDEA. For 50 years, IDEA has ensured that students with disabilities, 1 in 6 students nationwide, have the right to free and appropriate public education. This wasn't always the case. Before IDEA, 1.75 million students were denied access to school entirely, and another 3 million were placed in settings offering little to no meaningful instruction. IDEA didn't just change special education, it changed public education. It built the foundation for things like inclusive practices, MTSS, differentiated instruction, behavior support systems, paraeducator roles, universal design principles, and early intervention services. General education is better because IDEA exists. When IDEA became law, the federal government made a promise. They would fund 40% of the excess cost of special education. In 50 years, that promise has never been kept. Districts currently receive 13 to 15%, leaving the remaining costs to states, schools, and general education classrooms already stretched to their limits. This shortfall shows up everywhere. Teacher shortages, overworked paraeducators, skyrocketing behavioral needs, burnout, delayed services, increased class sizes, education support, strained mental health systems. This isn't a special education issue. This is an education system issue. And every classroom, general ed and special ed, feels it. All of this is happening at a time when the future of the U.S. Department of Education is being openly threatened. Eliminating the department would dismantle federal oversight of IDEA, civil rights enforcement, accountability systems, and national protections for students with disabilities. Without a federal education agency, IDEA becomes vulnerable to state-by-state interpretation, underfunding, and instability. This is not ideological. This is not political. This is protecting civil rights, the civil rights of millions of children. My passion for this work is not abstract. I've lived it. I've served students whose entire futures changed the moment someone finally saw them. I've stood beside families fighting for their child's right to simply access school. I've worked with teachers and paraeducators who give everything they have every single day for far too little support. And I've seen what happens when systems fail. The behavioral crisis, the burnout, the placements that break instead of build. IDEA is not paperwork. It's not bureaucracy. It's freedom. It's safety. It's access to a life. When IDEA works, kids flourish. When IDEA is neglected, kids suffer. This is why I advocate loudly, consistently, and unapologetically. So what can we do? What can you do right now? You have more power than you think. 1, contact your federal representatives. Tell them you support full funding of IDEA, protecting the U.S. Department of Education, and strengthening, not weakening, civil rights protections. 2, use your voice. Share your story. Educators and families move policy more than organizations do. And 3, amplify advocacy efforts. Share this video, share IDEA Alliance's posts and CARS Plus posts, share facts and experiences. And 4, Stand with the IDEA Alliance and organizations like CARS Plus. Become a member. Numbers matter. We are building statewide and national networks of educators, families, and advocates demanding the support our students deserve. I know it sounds cliche, but the future depends on us. IDEA is 50 years old. National Special Education Day reminds us why it matters. And right now, these protections are not guaranteed. Our students need us. Our educators need us. Our public schools need us. This moment requires courage. It requires clarity, and it requires connection. But it also requires joy, the work we do, because joy fuels advocacy that changes the world. When one of us advocates, others find the bravery to speak. When we stand together, we protect the future. When we rise, our students rise with us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring. And thank you for standing up for IDEA for the next 50 years and beyond.